The Grand Council chamber of the Galactic Confederation fell silent as Admiral Krell entered. His stiff posture and the dark hollows beneath his four eyes told a story without words. The 27 species represented in the chamber waited, some with anticipation, others with dread. "The humans have won," Krell announced, his voice carrying across the vast chamber. "We'd have signed the treaty. The war is over." Murmurs rippled through the assembly. Supreme Counselor Thax rose from his seat, his normally luminescent skin dimmed with concern. "How?" he asked. "They controlled a single solar system when we began. Their technology was primitive, their military might insignificant." Krell's mandibles clicked, a gesture equivalent to a human's bitter smile. "That was our fatal error. We believed technology determined the outcome of war. 5 years earlier, the Galactic Confederation had discovered Earth. Humans had barely managed interplanetary travel within their own system. Their artificial intelligence was rudimentary, their weapons inefficient. The Confederation, which had spent millennia perfecting the art of warfare, saw Earth as a resource-rich world populated by a species too primitive to deserve consideration. The invasion began without warning. Orbital bombardments destroyed major cities. Landing parties established control zones. The Confederation expected surrender within days. They didn't get it. Captain Tom Miller watched from a hidden bunker as Seattle burned. His military training had prepared him for war, but not this kind. Not against beings who traveled between stars as easily as humans crossed oceans. "Sir, we're getting reports from all over," said Lieutenant Davis, his face illuminated by the glow of a tablet. "The aliens are setting up some kind of processing centers." Miller nodded grimly. "They think we're cattle. Time to show them we're wolves." The Confederation's first mistake was assuming technology equaled capability. What they didn't account for was human adaptability. Within months, humans had reverse-engineered captured alien weapons. Within a year, they'd learned to jam Confederation communications. By the second year, they'd begun to target Confederation supply lines. Admiral Krell remembered the turning point, the Battle of Lunar Base Alpha. The humans had lured a Confederation fleet into Earth's orbit with a false distress signal, then attacked from hidden bases on the far side of the moon. They'd sacrificed thousands of their own soldiers to destroy 1/5 of the Confederation fleet. "They don't fight like a rational species," Krell had reported to the Council. "They accept casualties at rates our psychological models cannot comprehend." Professor Anna Wilson had been a historian before the invasion. Now she led a team analyzing alien technology. Their mistake was thinking linearly, she explained to General Rodriguez. "They've had space travel for 50,000 years. They've advanced incrementally. We're making quantum leaps because we're desperate." Rodriguez looked at the prototype on the table, a human-modified version of a Confederation energy weapon. "Will it work?" Wilson smiled. "It won't just work, it'll be better than theirs." The third year brought a new phase of the war. Humans had begun to hijack Confederation ships, venturing beyond their solar system. They established hidden bases in asteroid fields, on barren moons, in the atmospheres of gas giants. They studied Confederation defense systems, then exploited weaknesses the aliens never knew existed. The Confederation had never encountered a species that thrived on chaos the way humans did. Their military doctrine emphasized order, precision, and overwhelming force. Humans fought with guerrilla tactics, deception, and a willingness to accept enormous casualties for strategic gains. By the fourth year, the Confederation was on the defensive. Human forces had destroyed 3 major fleet staging areas. Hertz scientists had developed shield technology that rendered Confederation weapons significantly less effective. Most alarming to the Confederation Council, humans had begun to forge alliances with other subjugated species. They share their innovations freely, Counselor Thax noted with astonishment during an emergency session. They sacrifice their tactical advantages to strengthen their allies. Admiral Krell had seen it firsthand. They understand something we never have, that diversity of thought creates strategic advantage. Each species they liberate brings new perspectives to their war effort. The final battle came in the 5th year. A combined human-led fleet attacked the Confederation's central command station. The humans had developed a weapon that could destabilize the artificial gravity wells that powered Confederation faster than light drives. When deployed, it stranded half the defending fleet in normal space, unable to maneuver effectively. Jack Reed, once a civilian pilot and now commander of the human flagship Defiance, gave the order that would be remembered across 1,000 worlds. All ships, engage at will, remember Earth. The battle lasted 3 days. When it ended, the Confederation's military leadership was captured or dead. In the council chamber, Admiral Krell concluded his report. The treaty terms are unprecedented. The humans demand no reparations. They require only 3 things: full sovereignty for Earth and its colonies, freedom for any species that wishes to leave the Confederation, and the establishment of a new interstellar council where all species have equal representation. Counselor Thax's confusion was evident. No punitive measures, no territorial demands. That, said Krell, is perhaps the most terrifying thing about them. They don't seek conquest. They seek to change the very nature of interstellar relations. He paused, his 4 eyes scanning the chamber. Make no mistake, humanity is now the most dangerous species in known space. Not because they defeated us, but because of how they did it. They turned our own technology against us. They united our enemies. They transformed from a planetary species to an interstellar power in 5 years. The chamber remained silent as the implications sank in. The humans have a saying, Krell concluded. Necessity is the mother of invention. We taught them the necessity of becoming something new. Now the cosmos must live with what they've become.